My name is Steven Illous, as she said. I'm a filmmaker and inventor. I started my career working for the comic book legend Stan Lee. Yeah. However, after the dot-com bubble, I found myself bewildered and unemployed. A colleague of mine asked me if I wanted to come work on a cool movie, which ended up being The Matrix 2 and 3. But before that, I had asked myself a question when he said, "Do you want to come work on a cool movie?" Because we didn't really know the title at the time. And so I said, why not? So looking back at that moment, I thought to myself, well, if I never asked myself the question, was asking the question equally as important as the answer? Flash forward, I'm a visual effects artist working, and something was lacking in my life. So I decided I would go out around Hollywood and pitch this story about Noah's Ark, but specifically the animals that got left behind. This was a unique way at looking at a very classic story, although the pitch was very successful and Dreamworks ended up buying the movie. But this was the second time that I asked myself an important question that changed my life. What if, or why did I decide to be in the film industry in the first place? And that was something that I took a long time to kind of figure out, and I decided I was going to quit my visual effects job and pursue becoming a writer and director. Now, I ask questions for a living. I find that I like to take big ideas and deconstruct them to figure out how they work and how they come together, and ultimately try to find questions that are new and innovative ways into looking into a film property. For example, what if we could genetically engineer a human being only to find out that you cannot engineer the human spirit? And that's Apex. What if you could embark on the first mission to colonize a new Earth only to discover that you're not the first, you're the last? And that's Ark. What if machine had to merge with man in order to ensure their survival? POLIS. These questions have led me to work with film studios like Dreamworks and New Regency, and also filmmakers like David Fincher and Kennedy Marshall. These questions have also paved the way for me to innovate in virtual production and mixed reality filmmaking. But these questions were always at the forefront of my career, yet these questions had always been at the forefront of my entire life. You see, when we're 3 to 5 years old, we explore the world through one of the most powerful questions we all know, which is, why? Why is the sky blue? Why do I have to eat my broccoli? Why do I have to go to sleep? Somewhere along the way, we lose this curiosity. And for me, questions have been such an important part in changing my life, starting with a simple question, such as, why not? Ultimately leading to a deeper question of, why am I in the film industry in the first place? And then ultimately leading to, I ask questions now, because I don't want to wait for life to throw them at me. So, the next time that you face a question or asking for an answer, consider this. The act of asking creates the possibility. And in a world of infinite answers, with infinite questions, think about the questions that you want to ask, because the answers, the right answers, are right there. And if you continue to ask questions, you can always make the impossible possible. Thank you.